Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while, but I'm here to bring some good news. So the highly requested solve critique series will start, and this video I will show you how to send your solves to me so I can critique them. So to start, I have compiled this document as you see over here. Requirements I would like that can make my critiquing process more manageable and efficient. So you can find this in the description. For starters, I would like to limit all critiques to only averages of 5 right now. This is because, I'm obviously new to these and I want to get feedback on my format and process for doing these videos before I go on to potentially longer sessions such as averages of 12. Secondly, I'd appreciate it if you could send all of your scrambles to the email here, which is getcube10@gmail.com. And also use the official scrambling procedure of white on top and green facing towards you. Now, unless your scrambles are very clearly visible, like you're using CS Timer and I can easily see the scrambles on the top of the screen, then you don't need to send a separate document containing your scrambles. But if not, I'd highly appreciate it if you could, because by having your scrambles, I don't have to go in slow motion to see what scrambles you did. So it would just make my job a lot easier and I could get the critiques back to you a lot faster. Another thing is to have your camera very visible of the angle that you're solving, so I can see exactly what moves you're doing. And it's best to do this with a POV camera, like what Felix does with the GoPro, or just placing your camera over you, just but pointed downwards. So you just kind of like need to stand to do that. And of course, I understand that this setup can be hard or unfeasible for some. So as an alternative, you can just send me the moves that you did for each solve. And in terms of sending me all this material, so like the video or like also these solves, just make sure it is shared with me in some form like Google Drive or Dropbox to this email. So it just has to be accessible to this email, and that way I can access it and of course see what you did in your solves. Now another thing, and this is also really important, is for you to be aware of the potential risks there are when I upload your solves on my channel. So there may be aspects in your video that could be tied with your identity or have sensitive information about you or your close ones. And it's really important for you to minimize any chance of such exposure to protect yourself and others. So for example, let's say you're using a laptop to access CS Timer for your solves and you get an email that contains contents of your name and other sensitive information pop up. To protect yourself and minimize risks, it would be best for you to restart your average of 5, or you can edit like the pop-up if you want, but it's just going to be more work for you. So it's probably just best to restart the average. Another example may be your desk area where you have, let's say, a school ID card lying there as you're doing your solves. So you want to really ensure that whatever area is visible from your camera contains no contents of things that can be identifiable to you or leak sensitive personal information. So yeah, in your email, when you're informing me that you shared your video and whatever supplementary documents, like for scrambles, just also provide your consent for me to post these videos online and that you acknowledge these risks and all that stuff. So overall, the contents of your email would be informing me that the video is shared with me and on what platform, so Google Drive or Dropbox. Attaching a document of the scrambles you did, and depending on if your camera is not visible for me to figure out what moves you did, then you would also put down each of your moves for your solves. And then finally, giving a final statement that shows that you provided your consent for me to post your solves on my channel. Awesome. Okay, and finally, I'd just like to provide a disclaimer that I'm mainly doing solve critiques to those who are using the CFOP method and who are averaging from 10 to 30 seconds. Anything faster is outside my expertise, and anything slower may involve too many aspects that can frankly be improved quite easily on your own through practice, which would make some of my critiques not as impactful as it would be if you were stuck on a certain solving speed for a while. So that being said, the 10 to 30 second range is where it gets more challenging to see rapid improvement, and hence is a stage that I'd really like to help out most with. And based on the submission I get, I will prioritize those who have satisfied my above requirements the best, so like ensuring the camera setup is good and scrambles percent. And also depending on how many critique requests I get, it may not be possible for me to do all, in which case I may not be able to do yours. So just keep that in mind. And of course, should you have any questions at all, feel free to email me or ask in the comment section, but it's probably best if you email me since I would actually get the notification. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I really look forward to sharing my insight on some of your solves. So take care and see you next time.